Hi, so I will test the altitude function today. We will see if this thing works or not. So I have prepared a tube in order to apply the negative pressure for the altitude. So now I will apply the AC voltage. So I have connected this instrument to an AC power supply of 115 volts AC, which comes from this transformer here, which is connected to an amplifier. So I have connected also the static input pressure to this air pressure generator, which is configured in negative pressure. So we can check the different self-test mode. So this is the normal mode. So I will activate the self-test number 1 here. You can see that we have this annunciator in red. So I don't know if it is normal. I will see in the manual. Okay, so the self-test number 2 actually permits to read the altitude using these annunciators here. So these indicators corresponds to the Guillaume code. So we can see if we increase the pressure in the negative side. Okay, we can see that this thing seems working. Maybe some annunciators are dead or something like that because we have nothing here. We have something strange here. So I have connected the indicator I have designed 2 weeks ago to the output of this air data computer here. I have connected also the air pressure to the input, static input of this air data computer, and the air pressure is monitored using this manometer here. So we can check different values. So I have calculated in this page the equivalent absolute air pressure depending on various altitudes. We have calculated the air pressure for 1000, 5000, 10,000 and 15,000 feet. So I will set the air pressure to these particular values and we will check if the indicator indicates the correct altitude. So let's start with 1000 feet, which corresponds to an air pressure of minus 36 millibars approximately. Okay, so the altitude indicated is close to 1000 feet. There is 100 feet error. So now we can test 5000 feet with minus 170 millibars. So there is still 100 feet error. So now we can test 10,000 feet, which should correspond to an air pressure of minus 316 millibars. So we still have 100 feet error, and we can test last one, 15,000 feet, which corresponds to an air pressure of minus 441 millibars. This is close to the correct value. So we can test another one, 25,000 feet. I have to do the calculation for the absolute air pressure. So 1013 minus 376. It corresponds to an absolute pressure of minus 637 millibars. Okay, so there is an error of 300 feet. It is difficult to go below this pressure, minus 0.7 bar or something like that. This thing seems working. The accuracy is not so bad after 50 years or something like that. Okay. What we can do now is to test, for example, the fine synchro output. So the fine synchro output is here. So we have 3 terminals here. We should be connected to a synchro resolver. And there is also an excitation voltage. So this is in the other connector here. It should be 26 volt AC. So this should be the same than the excitation voltage of the synchro inside the indicator. I don't have the perfect indicator for this purpose, but I have this indicator here. This is an indicator from Elliott, which is a true airspeed indicator. So I guess that inside there is just a synchro resolver. So let's open this thing and maybe we can connect this to this air data computer. So I bought a set of hexagonal case for that with imperial sizes. Okay, so this is perfect. So let's open this thing. Okay, so as expected, there is only a synchro inside this thing. Okay, so this is a 26 volts synchro resolver. So that's perfect. There is some rust you can see on this resolver. This thing has seen better days, but I hope this thing works. So there are 2 signals for the excitation, which is the rotor actually, and 3 terminals for the stator. It should be this one, but I will check. And there are also 2 terminals for the lighting of this thing, and also for the flag here. Okay, so the flag is connected to this bridge rectifier with a small capacitor, and this is connected probably to the 26 volt AC. Okay, so this is it is not complicated because it is in parallel. It is a yellow and orange. So I will connect these 5 lines to the output of this thing, and we will check if this thing works. For the last test, I have connected this indicator to the fine output synchro. The excitation voltage is 26 volt AC. So this, of course, is the same reference than the synchro of this AirData computer. So this is these wires here, which are in parallel. And the output synchro is here. So normally the sensitivity is 5000 feet per turn. So we will check this feature. So I'm going to turn on the power supply. Okay, so 0 corresponds to 60 here in this indicator. So I will decrease the pressure in order to have 5000 feet. Okay, that's perfect. We have effectively 5000 feet per turn. We can check 10,000 feet. Okay. Perfect. Let's try to go to 20,000 feet. Okay. Okay, it is better like that. I think it will be difficult to go to 30,000 feet. Okay. This was the test of the altitude section of this air data computer. So this seems working fine after so many years. So next time we will see the airspeed and the Mach number section. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.